Marmalade was a ginger cat. She had stripes like a tiger. She lived with old Clara. Clara was an artist. She painted pictures. They lived in a small cottage. It was very old and cozy. Marmalade loved Clara very much. Clara loved Marmalade too. They were the best of friends. They spent their days together. They were very happy. Every morning Clara painted. She used bright colors. She painted flowers and trees. Sometimes she painted Marmalade. Marmalade liked to watch her. She would curl up on a chair. The sunbeams felt warm. In the afternoons they went for walks. They walked in the garden. The garden was full of flowers. Marmalade chased butterflies. Clara hummed a happy tune. Life was peaceful and sweet. The cottage had an attic. It was a small rustic cottage nestled in the heart of the countryside, surrounded by lush greenery and the gentle hum of nature. The attic, however, held a different kind of hum, one that was far more mysterious and intriguing. It was dark and dusty. No one went there. The attic was a forgotten place, filled with old memories and relics of the past. Cobwebs hung from the rafters, and the air was thick with the scent of aged wood and dust. It was a place that seemed to hold secrets waiting to be discovered. Clara kept her old things there. Among the forgotten items were old wooden chests filled with trinkets and keepsakes from her childhood. Each item had a story, a memory attached to it, but they were all left to gather dust in the attic. Marmalade was very curious about the attic. Clara's cat, Marmalade, was a curious creature. Her orange fur and bright eyes made her a striking figure as she prowled around the house, but it was the attic that always seemed to capture her attention. She often sat by the door. She listened. Marmalade would sit by the attic door for hours, her ears perked up, listening intently. It was as if she could sense something that no one else could. Sometimes Marmalade heard a sound. It was faint, almost imperceptible, but it was there. A low, steady hum that seemed to resonate through the floorboards and walls. It was a low hum. The hum was unlike anything Marmalade had ever heard before. It was both soothing and unsettling, a sound that seemed to come from another world. It seemed to come from the attic. Marmalade's eyes would follow the sound, tracing it to the ceiling above. She was certain that the source of the hum was hidden somewhere in the attic. It made her fur tingle. What could it be? The hum made her fur stand on end, a tingling sensation that ran down her spine. What could be causing such a strange noise? Marmalade's curiosity grew stronger with each passing day. She had to find out. Determined to uncover the mystery, Marmalade decided it was time to explore the attic. With a sense of purpose, she made her way toward the door, ready to face whatever secrets the attic held. One day, Clara went out. It was a bright and sunny morning, the kind that made you feel like anything was possible. Clara had a list of errands to run, but she was in no rush. She loved taking her time, soaking in the beauty of her quaint village. The cobblestone streets, the charming houses with their flower boxes and the friendly faces she encountered along the way, always filled her with a sense of peace and belonging. She went to the market. The market was bustling with activity, a vibrant tapestry of colors, sounds and smells. Stalls overflowed with fresh produce, handmade crafts and aromatic spices. Clara greeted the vendors, exchanging pleasantries and picking out the ripest fruits and vegetables. She loved the market. It was the heart of the village, a place where everyone gathered to share stories and laughter. She left the attic door ajar. This was Marmalade's chance. Marmalade, Clara's curious and adventurous cat, had been eyeing that door for weeks. The attic was a forbidden place, full of secrets and mysteries that beckoned to her feline instincts. Today, with Clara out of the house, Marmalade saw her opportunity to explore. She pushed the door open. With a gentle nudge of her paw, the door creaked open, revealing the dimly lit space beyond. Marmalade's whiskers twitched with excitement as she stepped into the attic, her eyes adjusting to the shadows. The attic was dark and mysterious. Marmalade saw a painting. The air was thick with dust, and beams of light filtered through the cracks in the roof, casting an eerie glow. Among the old furniture and forgotten treasures, a painting caught Marmalade's eye. It was leaning against the wall. It was very old. The painting was covered in a fine layer of dust, its colors faded but still vibrant. It depicted a scene that seemed almost alive, as if it were waiting for someone to discover its secrets. The painting showed a beautiful meadow. The meadow was lush and green, dotted with wildflowers in every hue imaginable. It was a place of serenity and beauty, a stark contrast to the dark and dusty attic. There were strange and wonderful creatures in it. Among the flowers and grasses, Marmalade could see creatures that defied description. They were whimsical and enchanting, as if they had stepped out of a fairy tale. The hum was coming from the painting. Marmalade went closer. As she approached, she noticed a faint hum emanating from the painting. It was a soft, melodic sound that seemed to draw her in, compelling her to get closer. She touched the painting with her nose. The moment her nose made contact, a strange sensation washed over her. It was as if the painting were alive, and she could feel its energy coursing through her. Marmalade's adventure had only just begun. Suddenly the painting shimmered. It felt like water. Marmalade tumbled forward. She fell through the painting. She landed with a soft thud. She was in the meadow from the painting. Marmalade looked around. Everything was just like the painting. The grass was a vibrant green. The flowers were bigger than she was. The creatures from the painting were all around her. They were friendly and welcoming. Marmalade had an adventure. She met talking animals, she flew with birds, she danced with fairies. Everything was magical. She had never seen anything like it before. Marmalade felt happy and free. She was glad she had followed her curiosity. She never knew such a wonderful world existed. It was a secret only she knew. As Marmalade explored, she saw a woman. The woman was painting. She looked exactly like Clara, but she wore a flowing gown. She had a paintbrush in her hand. She smiled at Marmalade. "Hello," said the woman. "Welcome to my world. I'm glad you found your way here." Marmalade purred. She knew this woman was special. She felt a strange sense of belonging. Marmalade spent the day playing. The sun was shining brightly, casting a warm glow over the garden. Marmalade's fur glistened as she darted through the tall grass, her eyes wide with excitement. She chased butterflies, pounced on imaginary prey, and rolled around in the soft earth. The garden was her kingdom, and she was its playful queen. Every corner held a new adventure, every rustle of leaves a new mystery to uncover. Marmalade's heart was light, her spirit free. She felt truly alive in these moments, surrounded by the beauty of nature. She explored the magical world. The forest was a place of wonder, with towering trees that seemed to touch the sky and a carpet of moss that felt like a soft green blanket under her paws. The air was filled with the scent of pine and the sweet melody of birdsong. Marmalade wandered through meadows filled with wildflowers, their vibrant colors painting a picture of pure enchantment. She discovered hidden streams that sparkled like liquid silver and ancient stones that whispered secrets of the past. Every step she took was a journey into the unknown, a dance with the magic that surrounded her. But she began to miss her home. She missed Clara. The joy of exploration was tinged with a growing sense of longing. The magical world, with all its wonders, couldn't fill the void in her heart. She thought of the cozy attic where she and Clara would spend hours together, the gentle hum of Clara's voice as she read stories, the warmth of her touch. Marmalade would sit alone in the garden, staring at the horizon, her thoughts drifting back to the place she called home. The adventures were thrilling, but they couldn't replace the love and comfort she found with Clara. She knew it was time to go back. The decision wasn't easy, but it was clear. The magical world had given her so much, but it was time to return to where she truly belonged. She stood at the door, her heart heavy with the weight of her choice. The portal shimmered before her, a gateway back to the life she missed. With a deep breath, she took a step forward, ready to leave the wonders behind and embrace the familiar warmth of home. She touched the painting again. It shimmered once more. The glow enveloped her, and she felt a gentle pull guiding her back. The world around her began to blur, the colors blending into a swirl of light and shadow. She closed her eyes, trusting the magic to lead her home. The sensation was both exhilarating and comforting, a reminder of the bond she shared with the magical realm. As the light faded, she found herself standing in the attic once more. She was back in the attic, the hum was gone, Clara was home. Marmalade ran to her. The familiar scent of the attic filled her senses, and she felt a wave of relief wash over her. Clara's eyes lit up with joy as she saw Marmalade, and she scooped her up in a warm embrace. The bond between them was stronger than ever, a testament to the love and trust they shared. Marmalade purred contentedly, feeling the warmth of Clara's love envelop her. She was finally home, where she belonged. She purred louder than ever. The sound was a melody of happiness, a symphony of contentment. Clara laughed, her heart swelling with love for her furry companion. Marmalade nuzzled against her, expressing her gratitude and joy. The connection between them was unbreakable, a bond forged through shared adventures and unwavering love. Marmalade's purrs were a testament to her happiness, a song of joy that filled the room. She was so happy to be back. The attic, with its familiar sights and sounds, felt like a sanctuary. Marmalade explored every corner, reacquainting herself with the place she loved. Clara watched with a smile, knowing that Marmalade was truly at peace. The adventures in the magical world were a cherished memory, but nothing could compare to the comfort of home. Marmalade's heart was full, her spirit content. She was where she belonged, surrounded by love and warmth. Marmalade never forgot her adventure. The memories of the magical world were etched in her mind, a treasure trove of experiences that she would always cherish. She would often sit in the garden, her eyes reflecting the wonders she had seen. The forest, the meadows, the hidden streams, they were all a part of her now. The adventure had changed her, made her stronger and more resilient. She carried the magic within her, a reminder of the incredible journey she had undertaken. She never went back to the magical world. The portal remained, a gateway to the unknown, but Marmalade knew that her place was here with Clara. The adventures had been wonderful, but the love and comfort of home were irreplaceable. She would sit by the window watching the world outside, content in the knowledge that she had experienced something truly extraordinary. The magical world was a part of her, but her heart belonged to Clara and the life they shared. But she knew it was always there. She had a secret. The magical world was a part of her now, a hidden treasure that she carried within. She would sometimes catch Clara's eye, a knowing look passing between them. Clara didn't know the full extent of Marmalade's adventures, but she sensed the change in her. Marmalade's eyes held a depth, a wisdom that spoke of the wonders she had seen. It was a secret they shared, a silent understanding that bound them even closer. It was a secret she kept in her heart. The memories of the magical world were a source of strength and joy, a reminder of the incredible journey she had undertaken. Marmalade would often sit quietly, her eyes reflecting the wonders she had seen. The adventure had changed her, made her stronger and more resilient. She carried the magic within her, a reminder of the incredible journey she had undertaken. And though she never returned to the magical world, it remained a part of her, a cherished memory that she would carry with her always.